I've got a Twitter thread to share about porn. Let's talk about it. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun time. Juicy. Do they blame the fall on Rome on whatever they don't like? You bet they do. Of course they do. But no, yeah, this thread right here, we need to talk about this thread. How porn destroys nations and your brain. They declared war on you by weaponizing pornography. A thread. Oh, it's already juicier than you know. We need to... Okay. It's already an absolute rabbit hole.
Rhett, we have a Twitter thread about porn. Link. Let's talk about that.
Now let's talk about that. Neither nations nor my brain have ever done anything good for me. Let them burn. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about here, I love the marble bust in his profile picture. Definitely his, by the way. You can tell because Christ ancestor pilled, masculinity supremacist, parallel societist. Who's they? Oh, of course. Jewish people. The Jews? The Jews. It's the Jews. This is an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. I will have proof for this. I will prove this, but yeah, I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but yeah, they is triple parentheses. Yeah. So let's talk about what Vril is real quick. Because the idea that this fucker believes in Vril is an absolute red flag and fantastic. Does he bring trans people into this? Not directly. Hi, Tiamat. I needed to talk about this some more because I didn't cover everything. There's more. So, Vril is a concept that came from this fiction novel, like this sci-fi fiction novel from the 1870s, 1880s in the UK, which has the not at all telling title, Vril, the Power of the Coming Race, or just The Coming Race. So let's talk about that. Have you ever read H.G. Wells's, correct. This has to be bait. There's no way. Well, so, I mean, I could source this if you want, but, like, you know, it's... So if you've ever read H.G. Wells's, yes, The Theosophists, yes. Oh, don't worry. So if you ever read H.G. Wells's The Time Machine, and you know the Morlocks, that's basically what the Coming Race is. It's this underground society of Ubermensch that use telekinetic powers to control a substance, which is a liquid called Vril, in order to, like, solve all medical problems and things like that. And it was a bunch of nonsense. In the 1960s, it was claimed that there were, that the book was very popular in Germany in the 1930s, which led to a couple secret societies that were searching for the source of Vril as if it was a real thing. allegedly, which does not raise any red flags whatsoever. But more recently, since Vril is a made-up concept from a sci-fi novel, and this is very funny, the concept of Vril was co-opted by another movement. Can you guess who? Can you guess who? Can you guess who's really into Vril as like a concept? It's a life-sustaining fluid that controls MRAs. QAnon, close. You're getting there. You're almost there. It's a fluid that is the source of all power. Not adrenochrome. No. Pretty close though. Semen retention. Yay! The semen retention chuds believe that Vril was invented by the Vikings and that it's some kind of like Norse concept of life force in the human body. And guess what? No, it's not. That's not a thing. That's not real. But but I just want to draw a very quick link here. And this is yes, it's tangential, but also this is just 2 degrees of separation here is this guy's name using the word Vril, and this post from the Semen Retention Forum that claims that the Germans knew about semen retention. Where is it? There it is. Okay. This is on the Semen Retention Reddit, claiming that the Germans knew about semen retention and they called it Vril. And then a post right here which says, someone just wants us to forget and masturbate 5 times a day. 3 parentheses. So, like, so I feel like the link between this and anti-Semitism is, it's not spurious. Just Catty, you were talking about Nazi shit? Yep. I want to dunk on this Nazi thread is what I want to do. That's what I want to do, okay? I just want to dunk on this because it's so fucking funny. And it's so dumb. What if I retain the semen of 14 werewolves? That's why you know, that's what the plug is for afterwards, yeah. Can you highlight this, please? Absolutely, yeah. Mm-hmm. But we haven't even started. That's not even... I haven't even talked about this thread yet. I've only talked about this fucker's name. And I am already over the moon. Oh my goodness. Thread? Oh, thread. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm just gonna dunk on this guy. I'm just gonna fucking dunk on this guy on Twitter. Because that's what I feel like doing for a little bit today, okay? That's what I feel like doing for a little bit. I've earned this. I deserve this. Masculinity supremacist, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's... Hi, Steve. How's it going? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so... I'm pretty sure that this guy is one of those semen retention types. I haven't looked into it. I haven't scrolled through his feed. I don't know him. I don't know this person.
I was immortal enough and lacking in dignity to be a grifter, because I would grift the hell out of this. Here, drink this bottle of Worcester sauce that's crusted over with mold. It'll help with semen retention.
Very expensive. What is a parallel societist? I'm not sure. I need to look that up. I would not be surprised to find out that it's some kind of ethno-state bullshit. But you know, Plot of Heavy Rain is way different than I remember. Not that much worse though, is it? Oh, this is just a warm-up before we get into Heavy Rain. I need this for me. Okay. Okay. Here goes. All right. Porn is not an innocent hobby or without consequences. Your brain shrinks, families fall apart, nations fall. Ancient Rome fell there you go. Partly because of it, and modern society is on the brink of collapse due to sexual liberation. First, some science. Porn destroys nations. Here's the science. Rip Rome. Oh god. People pointing to like a cause of the fall of Rome is the funniest shit ever. Because like the fall of Rome is a fucking 300-year-long period that like has more to do with Christian leadership than it does like any kind of like oh god. Rome itself? Yeah. I mean, their military wasn't getting paid. They kept killing off their emperors, which led to like a revolving door of emperors being killed by the military and then new ones being instated. And like, they're like, no. It was the fact that they had liberal sexual practices. That's what did it. They masturbated for 300 years? Impressive. They were edging the whole time. Gray matter is significantly reduced with porn exposure. It's the stuff in your brain that is involved with speech, emotions, muscle control, memory, seeing, hearing. Porn makes you, and then he uses the R slur there. I don't want to read that. But, oh boy, slurs, yay! But like, gray matter is the stuff in your brain that is involved with these things. Gray matter is all the stuff in your brain. Dummy. 2,000 likes. This original post has 16,000 likes. Go like my Twitter thread about this. I wanna ratio. It's not gonna happen.
It's almost like these racist conspiracy theorists don't actually know jack about fuck, or something.
Yeah. It's almost like that. Yeah. It's a big block list. Oh, yeah. Scientific evidence shows that gray matter decreases over time with porn use. And I don't, like... Y'all know gray matter just reduces over time, right? Like, that's not a with porn use. That's like gray matter decreases over time, idiot. But what about the pineal gland? I'm so glad you asked. We're getting there. Oh, we're getting to the pineal gland. Don't you worry. It's here. It's all here. Oh, it's all here. The only thing he doesn't get into is skull measuring, surprisingly. Porn makes you bimbofied, but what if you're into that? You can't say the x-axis is time, but also porn. Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine thinking porn destroys society and not warmongering tyrants. Somehow me watching some Hitomi Tanaka material makes me more evil than real life war criminals, whose brains are reduced again.
Steve, thank you for the hacking dollar. I super appreciate that. How can you be a proper white supremacist without phrenology? Right. Oh my god. He'll immediately say it's Jewish people with weird sizes. Oh, of course. Don't worry. There's enough in this thread to point to anti-Semitism without him even doing that. Don't worry about it. You are easily controlled if they eviscerate your brain first, which leaves you with depression, social anxiety, crippling addiction, and erectile dysfunction. Now, I do need to point out that it is possible to get erectile dysfunction.
This guy 100% thinks that if you blow your nose too hard, your brain will fly out.
100%, yes. It is possible to get erectile dysfunction if you masturbate using a technique known as the death grip. You can lose sensitivity in your penis if you masturbate like too hard. That is a possible thing to do. Yeah. Some people just hold their penis way too hard. But this can also be alleviated just by switching to gentle stimulation instead. Like just be nice. Just be nice to your penis if you've got one, and to other people's penis if you don't. I guess. Unless you're not into those, and then just don't interact with them. Death grip masturbation is my favorite grindcore band. No. The prefrontal neocortex, which regulates self-control, descends into a juvenile state because of porn. This makes porn a sophisticated weapon by targeting a specific piece of the brain, the part which makes you
saving up
you.
7 months worth of fun.
Mokumanda, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. They've identified the part of the brain that creates self-identity. That's a real thing, I'm sure, probably. Okay. Oh no, we're gonna be dronified by hypnoporn? I'm getting to that. Oh, I'm getting to it. Notice how porn wrecks the part where the pineal gland resides. The gland is believed to be the seat of the soul. So, science. First some science. This is the part of your brain where the soul is. Oh. Not a single motherfucker will guess what this weirdo is gonna say next. It's so weird. Oh, Banshreek, we're talking about a fucking Twitter thread I found. It's wild. It's about how porn destroys brains and societies. Because this guy is an anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist. Like this guy's basically just a Nazi, right? The thing I imagine when he's talking about this shit, though, is there's a Mystery Science Theater episode about a movie called The Leech Woman, where they go, that's some good pineal. Because they use the secretions from the pineal gland to, revert to, younger, more attractive versions of themselves or whatever. Oh, God. Higher difficulty would be called two-handed. Heck. This and the Rob Dreyer Sissy Hypno article are just a part of the ongoing bit of the right that don't understand porn is different from real life. Yes, and there's a lot of, since the 1970s, there's this right-wing conspiracy theory that quote unquote the Jews are disseminating porn in order to make white men infertile, right? That's a conspiracy theory that's been around since like porn started to become widely disseminated, right? Disseminated. Just white men specifically? Yes. Just Western white men, yes. And lately, the focus of that has been people who believe that sissy hypno is causing people to become trans, and interracial pornography, which is a whole like great replacement thing and like a bunch of other bullshit. It's very, very dumb. It's also related to the belief that masturbation makes you weak. Yes, it's so the idea is that men operate based on sexual energy, and that any great feat done by man is done to impress women and get sex. So if you're masturbating, you're getting the reward without doing the work. And that's why like Western civilization is crumbling, is because people aren't trying to impress women. And that's the whole semen retention thing. Which of course is also a big part of the alt-right, like the Boogaloo Boys and whatever, who are also big semen retention fuckers, because guess what? It's all white supremacy. All of it's white supremacy. Oh my god. Right-wingers exclusively jerks off to white genocide. Some of them do. It's very, like, weird. It's super unhealthy. Just have a healthy relationship with porn, okay? Just like, consume an amount of porn that, you know, you're happy with. It could be none. It could be all of it. Just whatever. It's fine. But you know what? Maybe I'm getting this wrong. Maybe this guy's just really interested in people's brains, and he's not actually anti-Semitic, and the whole Vril thing was just like, maybe he doesn't know about the whole like anti-Semitism thing. Maybe he's just, you know, like, maybe it's just whatever. I don't see any direct, like, aside from saying like they, he hasn't really specifically said anyone, right? So I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Now we'll look at how Israeli forces used porn as a weapon. This part might get me banned. In 2002, when the idea of occupied... Now, there's so many reasons to criticize Israel, and I'll fucking do it. Israel is a bunch of fucking war criminals. But the porn, maybe not the lens I would have done that through.
Anti-Semites ruined condemning Israel.
It's true. It's absolutely true. Yes. When the IDF occupied Ramallah, they started broadcasting pornography to the Palestinians. This was done as agreed. Now, this is a real thing that happened, and it was like a psychological warfare thing. How like in Vietnam, like broadcasting noise or like loud music or things like that, is a like well-worn tactic of like psychological warfare in order to prevent people from doing things like, I don't know, sleeping. But yeah, this is a thing that happened. Fucking sucks. They could not leave their homes because of Israeli snipers. IDF knew Palestinians were desperate for information, so they poisoned their minds instead. Heavy metal at hostage situations, or U.S. torturers play loud Eminem at prisoners, for instance. Yes, absolutely. Exactly like that, yeah. It's just that it's not that it has, like, subliminal messaging that's gonna brainwash people into being a porn addicted. Wait a minute. Pornography is freedom, right? Highly doubt the IDF was bringing freedom to the Palestinians. No, that is true. Okay. Is this guy pro-Palestine, or does he think they're also evil but for different reasons? I am pretty sure this guy just doesn't like Jewish people. I'm pretty sure he just doesn't like Judaism, right? But I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll find out. All right. Perhaps the first instance in a war scenario where porn was actively weaponized to gain control over a people. Though it started way earlier. The decadence of Rome. What was it that Davis Orini said? The most decadent slut since the fall of Rome. I can't believe the Israelis bimbofied Palestine. Oh, God. Porn is Rome backward.
These delusional kids have their fetish for being masculinity but probably don't go to the gym because it takes away their time from the internet to complain about porn. They see themselves as a horde or giga chads and not as a flock of dark side fills.
Basically, yeah. Thank you so much for the tip. Oh my goodness. This sucks. Boy, does it. The decadence of Rome is a popular theory of why Rome fell. There were many factors, and sexual immorality definitely played a role. Definitely. It didn't just happen overnight. Decadence is a slow poison. One of the precursors to the French Revolution began subverting the morals of the French. Sexual depravity became common, and naked ladies were shown in the theater. I have it on good authority that there is a place in France where the naked ladies dance, but they all don't care because they have no underwear. Now, I have it on good authority that this is true. This was when pornography was still in its infant stage. Gross. Is this guy saying the French Revolution was a bad thing? Yes, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. All right. But anyway, like, so he starts going off. Okay. So he mentioned Israel, but not like the Jews specifically. And he starts going off about Rome, and he starts going off about the French. So I don't know. I think there's still some room to doubt. I don't know that this guy would like defend the Nazi regime or something like that. That'd be ridiculous, right? I don't want to call somebody I don't just want to call everybody I disagree with a Nazi. Okay? Fun, we know there's more. Boy, is there. After World War II, Germany was flooded with pornography to subvert the morals of Germans and leave them docile and blind. Derailing the people lowered the risk of a national response of what was going on. The setup for the 1960s sexual revolution has begun. Oh yeah, the World War II Germans. Famously a moral high point for the country. Oh my god, it just keeps getting weirder. Oh. You see why I have to show this? You see why I have to share this? I had to share this. Oh my god. my god. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Docile, blind, submissive, and breathable. Boy. Okay. All right. Woo. This is beyond Bun doesn't want to play Heavy Rain. I mean, I didn't want to play Heavy Rain, but also I needed to show this off. It's very funny. Now, famously, there were 2 Germanys after World War II. So does this apply to both of them or just one? Good question. No idea. Hi, Boxy Foxy. No, go get some rest. You self-care, okay? All right, here we go. All right. Due to the normalization of porn in magazines, young college women in the 70s began reading about masturbation, among other things. What the fuck happened here? This is what semen retention does to your mind, I'm sure. The process of decadence is slow until high-speed internet allowed porn to spread like cancer. Fast forward to the present day. Decades of moral subversion left the millennial and Zoomer generations isolated due to impaired emotional bonding. Now this is this totally debunked idea that like the human brain has a certain amount of what is it? It's not endorphins. It's like is it oxytocin? Where like if people are allowed a certain number of emotional bonds with other people. And that's why women who sleep around too much are incapable of love or affection because they've bonded with too many people. Therefore, sluts are not like human beings. They're not real people. It's a whole like red pill manosphere bullshit thing. Oh man. This is a whole other rabbit hole that I don't have time to like cover, but oh man. Like the X-Men, yeah. Hey Large Cats, how's it going? Due to impaired emotional bonding, families are not made, which forms the fabric of a nation. If you watch too many streamers, you become... Yeah, if you simp for too many people, then you're incapable of creating emotional bonds anymore. Yeah. You're not dealing with an ordinary voice Volcel anymore. Patrick Bateman? Oh, God. Oh, Ultra. Oh, that's so cursed. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I love this. All right. Ask a regular young man or woman, what about the rest of us? Hello? This doesn't seem very inclusive. Okay. Ask a regular young man or woman about marriage and children. See the absolute hatred and contempt they harbor toward those duties. Luckily, not all of them. Even Boomer and Gen X married couples suffer severely due to porn. Low marital quality, commitment compromised, inability to orgasm with a real-life partner. Weak fathers create the sluts we see today. See, like, I know when I started going off about like anti-Semitism, and then I started to go off about like red pill shit and like what is it, hypergamy and like sluts and stuff like that. Y'all are like, okay, all right, but you're reading a little too much into this. No, it's all here. No, it turns out it's all here. Did Ben Shapiro
I was wondering
write
how long it would take the pipeline to move from porn as a weapon of the Israeli state to feminism is murdering babies.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Porn addiction is worse than drugs or being a fat ass. God, I hate this guy. This guy sucks. Fuck this fat shaming asshole. Drugs can make you overdose and a stomach gets full. Lust is never satisfied. Which I don't think that's true. I don't know. I, for one, have a lot of fun with lust, but like, eventually I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm done for today. Yeah, I'm over it, you know. Stomach gets full. He, of course, believes that being fat is a result of eating too much, which is just, like, actually just untrue. Our Christian ancestors were well aware of sexual corruption. Sex is a gift from God, but it becomes a problem when it is subverted. Subverted by whom? Some non-Christian group subverting God's gift of sex? Wonder who that could be. Subverting expectations, yeah. Oh no, he's Christian? He's not just Christian. He's Christ. Literally claiming Christ. He Christ. Dude, Jesus sucks. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, different Christ. Oh, God is canceled. Every time you're tempted to watch porn, imagine if you really want to be the last of your bloodline engaging in sterile activities. It's not worth, bros. It's not worth, bros. Now, I don't know about y'all, but my bloodline ends with me. Whoo boy. I wonder what that's referencing. Normal interaction with the opposite sex literally raises testosterone and happy hormones. There's the testosterone equals being a man weirdness. Oh, of course. Fucking, like, nonsense, like, science, of course. Porn takes this God-given gift away. Let's enjoy real life. Jesus. Thank you all for taking the time to read. Highly appreciate it. If you like and retweet this thread, I had to retweet it. I had to. Help out a brother or sister struggling with porn and share it with them. Follow me if you'd like to see more posts like these. I really would. I really would like more posts like these, please and thank you, though.
Wow. This man is super long but also very loud, so who knows?
So who knows? I need to follow this guy for real. I need to make another account so I can follow this guy. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my God, yeah. All right. So a lot of these down here, some of these down here are like video games allow users to customize the protagonist. Character customization fuels the desire to be someone else. There are no Christian video games. So a lot of these are like agreeing with this fucker. Some of them are just dunking on this fucking guy, which is great. But oh, here's somebody talking about Joe Rogan. Great. Love that for me. Oh man. I need I need to see, though, there is a specific response to this that was just amazing. Hang on one sec. Let me go find it. Oh, no, bitches is perfect. Yeah, of course. I hate trad cats. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is great. This is amazing. All right, here we go. I had to show this off too. Okay, so this is one of the responses on his post here. Nope, too much. Okay. You are spot on here, Ty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to add that there is another component that drives this poison even deeper into the psyche. Hypnotic mechanisms can be found in most visual media these days across the board. So now we have full-on hyper-weaponized hypno porn. And where can I get me some of that? Excellent point. Thank you for sharing. Of course. Of course. DM me where the hyper weaponized hypno porn is so I can avoid it, please. I need to know where it is so I can avoid it. Oh god. Nothing to see here. Thank you so much for 2 months. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. And Lunar Spacebolt, thank you for the bit. Oh, I love it. Okay. There's so much hypno porn out there, which is the hyper porn. Listen. Go on a furry site and search for hyper. You'll find it. Don't worry. It's there. Trust me. I guess there's no more 10-bit allegations. I think you put a space in between the 1 and the 0, and it cheered 1 bit instead of 10. I'm sorry. Don't worry. It's there. How do we find the weapons grade stuff? Now that's the trick, isn't it? Oh my god. And of course, there's a bunch of people that think that hypno porn is a real thing. Give me 1 sec. I gotta move around my HDMI cables. Hang on a sec. Okay. Oh, all right. There we go. All right. Cool. But will that tear down an empire? I like to hope so.
Search for Big
Sorry,
Indra.
Zach Graves.
It
You
refers
look
to the
great in it,
halos
okay?
that angels have and how people underestimate their size.
Oh. There's no hypno porn? I'm telling you that hypnosis is not a real thing. It doesn't work, and it doesn't happen, and It's not real. It's a really fun role play and a cool fantasy, and it can be an interesting meditation technique, but it's not not a real thing. That's what they want you to think. What's the etiquette for posting clips? Feel free to post them here, and then there's a whole clips channel on the Discord. I watch all the clips after stream. I love them, and thank you so much for making them. Oh my goodness. How long until conservatives start going after other kinks? It's like they have been for forever. So like back in the 1970s, there was like a right-wing conspiracy theory of anti-Semitic, of course, about how the Jews were disseminating pornography in order to make white men infertile and collapse Western society for the purpose of I hear them complaining about inflation all the time. No, that's true. But I need to talk about really quick. So the saddest part of all of this is like, I did some research on this because I was super interested on the amount of like right-wingers who think that things in porn are real. And like there is an entire Reddit for like sissy hypno recovery where it's a bunch of people who are like, oh, I am addicted to this. I need to stop watching this or whatever, right? And it is like, I started out like really laughing at it, and then every single post I read was incredibly depressing. It just brought the whole tone down, because every single one of them is like people who are experiencing gender euphoria, looking at like, or imagining themselves more feminine and going, I need to stop this so that I don't become trans. And a bunch of people on there who think autogynephilia is a real thing. Or like, you know, that kind of shit. And it's a bunch of people who are just like, I need to stop this because I can't be gay or trans or whatever. I just can't be. I couldn't accept myself that way. And so I need to stop this. And there's a bunch of people who are like, oh, I keep relapsing because I keep like cross-dressing or like hooking up with guys and stuff like that. And it's like, all you need is a much healthier view of this kind of thing and a community to support you. This is just so sad. It's just really depressing. So many eggs. Oh yeah. Like, probably not all of them, but like so many of them are just very egg in extra denial, and they're just like self-destructing, and it's so yeah, anyway. That kind of shit is both like depressing and silly, in almost equal measures. It's a lot harder to laugh at that than it is the semen retention groups, because those are just dumb and just funny. But yeah, I feel bad for those guys, and I hope that like I hope they find themselves in a position where they can accept themselves however they want. Whether it's, you know, identifying as a guy but enjoying cross-dressing, or, you know, becoming trans, or, you know, whatever. Like, I just hope they have the freedom to explore that, and then the ability to accept themselves. Like,